Okay, so we're going to look at some open guard concepts. So we're kind of Alan's broken out of my closed guard, or we're just training and we're playing open guard. A lot of guys like to take this approach of, I'm going to pull half guard, and I'm going to start trying to work a really offensive half guard, this way, or with a scorpion or lockdown or whatever it is. I'm going to try to be offensive here. The concept I want you to think about is this, that just look at, in these few positions, look at how close Alan is to me, right? Here, when he gets to half guard, he's one step away. I mean, all he's got to do is clear this leg and he's past my guard, right? And that's, the concept is, like, even in jiu-jitsu tournament, not that that's our gauge for everything, but for getting me into my half guard, he gets an advantage, unless I pull half guard, right? And why is that? It's because, actually to look at the big picture, here, in closed guard, he can't do anything. He can't, outside of an MMA or self-defense context, he can't get further from this position unless he first opens it. Now, if he opens it, I want to keep him away and sit up. I don't want to be on my back. If I'm on my back, as an aside, I don't want my feet on the ground because now I've separated my knees from my chest and he can occupy this space. Here he can't occupy that space. So if I am on my back, my knees on this side of my hips, but I want to be sitting up. Because whether he's on his knees or standing up, again, things change in MMA, but I can keep him away, I can keep his weight off of me, right? Always in butterfly guard, I've got a foot on his hip, something I picked up from Sean, and you see Marcelo do it. Keeps the guy away. He wants to put weight on you, keeps him away, and now he's got to think about clearing that leg, and when he does, that opens up a lot of attacks. If he is able to start pressuring me, and this comes out of MMA, I want to use these shins. I want to use my shins as frames to keep him away. So we're going to start thinking about a 3/4 guard. If he got past my butterfly guard, right? I can even have a no-gi spider guard here, where I've got my shins in his chest until I can come right here and start playing here. But a little more realistic is, a little more common. You see a lot of good guys start like this. Now, it's kind of a half guard, this 3/4 guard or this 93 guard. Alan wants to put weight on me, but I can keep his weight off. I have attacks. Let's rotate it. Just, we'll look at this in more detail, but I can attack this arm, or his head. I can dive in. If I want to play half guard, I can always do that. But I have all this space to come in and do it I have the ability to play a really strong half guard. So I don't want to just pull half guard. Of course, I'm not going to give him the underhook unless I play the overhook game. Maybe I'll play like this. But the idea is I don't want to go there first. He's got to first beat my butterfly. Then if he beats my butterfly, he's got to beat this leg here. And then it becomes more of a Z guard here, scissor guard. And then if he beats that, then it becomes a half guard. And yes, I'm looking for the underhook. I'm looking to attack. But the idea is I want to keep his weight off me. So, when you're starting to train, you're going to end up in half guard regardless. You're facing a good guy who starts passing. He's going to get there, right, some of the time. Start here, work from here. And now, if you can, feet on the hips. If not, you're attacking here. When he starts, try to play the basic stuff. Try to make the basic, butterfly stuff work. When he bases, start seeing, can you still make it work? Can you switch to the other side? Find a way to make it work. But regardless, try to not accept his weight coming on you. Yeah? And so there's just some concepts about positions. Now we're gonna, in the next video, we're gonna look at what to do from each of the positions, some of the kind of bigger concepts for each of the game plans, for each of the positions.